Welcome to the Zot Bites Food Partner Training. Before we go into the training portion of this presentation, we'd like to introduce you to some of the signature programs and services at the Fresh Basic Needs Hub that could benefit your students. The Fresh Basic Needs Hub is a student-initiated space that began as a closet pantry at the SOAR Center. Through persistent student advocacy and increased funding, the Fresh Basic Needs Hub was able to establish its own space in a modular trailer located at the end of Parking Lot 5. Since then, the Fresh Hub was able to expand basic needs support to UCI students by providing life skills programming, CalFresh application assistance, supplemental meal swipes, and a number of additional services for both undergraduate and graduate students at UCI. Fresh Life Skills Workshop empowers our students to gain the knowledge and skills necessary to meet their basic needs while pursuing their degree. A few of our key skill building workshops include Chef Hours, which educates students on how to meal prep using the food items they receive at the UCI Food Pantry. Also, food preservation workshops, financial wellness consultations, and an annual nutritional summit which provides safe conversations about positive relationships to eating habits and food perceptions. Fresh also offers CalFresh application assistance. CalFresh, also known as SNAP, is a federal program that provides nutrition assistance to low-income households in the form of electronic benefits. Eligible students can receive up to $250 per month to spend on groceries. Students must meet the income requirement for their household size, shown on the left, and one of the student eligibility requirements listed on the right. If a student meets the eligibility requirements or is simply curious to learn more about CalFresh, we encourage them to book an appointment with one of our CalFresh advocates at bit.ly/CalFreshAppts. During the appointment, CalFresh advocates work one-on-one with students to go through the CalFresh application process step by step together. If a student would like to learn about the application process but don't have time to book an appointment, we encourage them to watch one of our webinars at bit.ly/FreshYT. If the student is ready to apply on their own, they can access the CalFresh application at bit.ly/apply-CalFresh. For more information about CalFresh, visit our website at basicneeds.uci.edu/CalFresh/eligibility.php. Students who do not have access to federal benefits such as CalFresh could be eligible to receive a quarterly grant of $582 through the Fresh Food Assistance Program. Students will receive a letter from financial aid informing them if they are eligible. Another food support service that Fresh offers is supplemental meal swipes, which allow students to receive well-balanced meals at the UCI Dining Commons. This service is available to both on-campus and off-campus students. The online application can be accessed through our website, basicneeds.uci.edu, under the Fresh Services tab. If a student is in urgent need of groceries, we invite them to visit the UCI Food Pantry at Fresh. The UCI Food Pantry is an emergency resource for those who lack the financial resources to buy food and essential toiletries. Students are able to access this service using their student ID and are welcome to visit the UCI Food Pantry once per week. For students who physically cannot access campus resources, students may apply for an electronic grocery card to purchase groceries at local Kroger stores. If students are unsure about their basic needs situation or need help navigating our resources, we encourage them to book an appointment with our basic needs social worker at calendly.com/peter-fresh to discuss their situation. But that's not it. For additional programming and services offered at Fresh Basic Needs Hub, we invite you to visit our website at basicneeds.uci.edu. Thank you for sticking with us. The next slides will cover training material on how to be an effective Zot Bites food partner. So what is Zot Bites? Zot Bites is a text-based notification program which simultaneously reduces campus food waste and student food insecurity. UCI creates an average of 10,000 tons of solid waste annually. As a UC best practice program, Zot Bites not only works to increase food security among college students, it also accomplishes zero waste UCI goals of decreasing on-campus food waste. Zot Bites was modeled from Food for UCSF student app and inspired by similar programs including UC Santa Barbara's Late Guest, CSU Fullerton's Titan Bites, CSU Long Beach's Beach Bites, and CSU Fresno's Cater Cupboard. So what created the need for Zot Bites? According to the UC Institutional Research and Academic Planning, about half of the enrolled undergraduate and graduate students experience food insecurity, and those experiencing food insecurity tend to buy unhealthy yet affordable food items to make ends meet. By making catered food that would otherwise go to waste available for students, we are building a more food-secure campus. In an effort to destigmatize food insecurity, we refer to the food being redistributed through Zot Bites as excess food or recovered food. Saying leftover food creates the impression that we are distributing second-class, low-quality, or food that nobody else wants. However, in saying excess food or recovered food, we reframe this mindset, emphasizing the high quality of the food, which works to destigmatize students facing food insecurity. Zot Bites has been 2 years in the making through the passion and tireless efforts of multiple generations of Global Food Initiative Food Recovery Fellows. Zot Bites came to fruition through these trusting partnerships. In these next slides, we will address how you can assist students who are interested in registering for Zot Bites. First, direct them to the Zot Bites website at zotbites.basicneeds.uci.edu. It will then direct them to this page, which explains that the food will be available for a 30-minute window for a first-come, first-served basis, so students know that receiving a text message does not guarantee that they will receive food. Once they read this introductory message, ask them to click Register, which will then prompt them to this page. Now let's zoom in to the top half of the page. The top part of the message provides instructions on the sign-up process, which includes reading and acknowledging the liability release language and providing a valid phone number to start receiving notifications. After this, students will be confirmed to start receiving text notifications from Zot Bites. Students may opt in and out of Zot Bites at any time by logging into zotbites.basicneeds.edu. Students can opt in or out of Zot Bites at any time. Text messages from Zot Bites will be coming from a 949 area code number at no cost to the recipient. Now let's zoom into the bottom half of this page. The bottom half of the page covers the liability waiver. When the student clicks this small box, they certify that they have read and understood the contents of the waiver. After clicking the small box, they can then click Create Account, which will then take them to this page where they will input their UCI Net ID and password and then click Login. Once they are logged in, they will be prompted to enter their phone number in this box, then click Save. On this page, they can also see the opt-in, opt-out buttons, which they would click if they want to stop receiving text notifications. The website will prompt the student to input a Zot Bites code that they should have received in a text. After inputting the code, click Verify. Once they click Verify, it will then direct them to this confirmation page saying that they are now enrolled for Zot Bites. Click Save, then click Log Out. So here's how it would look like for a student once a food partner sends out a text notification. In the next slides, we will be covering how you can assist people interested in enrolling as a food partner. Currently, only UCI staff members are able to register as food partners for Zot Bites. Step 1. They must complete a food partner interest form. They can access the interest form at bit.ly/fp-form. The link is case sensitive, so be mindful of the capital letters. If they experience any technical difficulties, please have them email fresh@uci.edu. Step 2. Allow 1 to 2 days for your UCI Net ID to be added as a food partner in our database. Once you have been added, you will receive a confirmation email similar to this one. Now let's move along to what all of you have been waiting for. Welcome to our Food Partners Training. Once you receive a confirmation email that you have been successfully added as a food partner, you will be able to push a text notification to students enrolled in Zot Bites. In the next slides, we will be covering the step-by-step process on how you can push the text notification. First, go to our website at zotbites.basicneeds.uci.edu. Then, click the Login button. After you click Login, it will direct you to this page where you type in your UCI Net ID and password. Then, click Login again. The website will then direct you to this page, where it contains a few reminders for food partners before sending a text message, including not being able to edit a text once it has been sent, only sending 1 text per event, a food partner must be present at the event site for 30 minutes after the event, food must be discarded after the 30-minute window has passed for food safety purposes. Only catered food can qualify for Zot Bites, which means that you are unable to send Zot Bites for potluck events and/or home-cooked meals. If you would like to send out a Zot Bites text to students, click Compose Text to Students, which will then prompt you to enter the type of food available and the location of the event. So let's zoom in on this bottom section so we can better see the fields. Your screen will actually look a little different from mine since you won't have this admin override section, but everything else will look the same. Please fill out the location of your event, type of food available, and completing this food section, please be as detailed as possible, such as including if vegan, vegetarian, and/or gluten-free options are available, and if students need to bring Tupperware. Once you've filled out all the information, click Review. The website will then show a sample message of how your text will appear to the students who will be receiving it. If you want to edit the message, click Close, and it will return to the previous page. If you're satisfied with your message, go ahead and click Send. And again, this is how the text will appear to students once the text has been sent. When to send a Zot Bites text is definitely up to your discretion. You are more than welcome to send a Zot Bites text during your event, in between talks, or breakout sessions, as long as a food partner is present to welcome and greet the students. And of course, you're welcome to send out a Zot Bites text toward the end of your event. If you're sending a Zot Bites text at the end of your event, please do extend the breakdown time for your event by 30 minutes to give students enough time to arrive for Zot Bites. Just to recap the information that we've just covered. Once a text is sent, it cannot be edited. Only 1 text should be sent per event. A food partner must be present at the event site for 30 minutes to greet and welcome students arriving for Zot Bites. And if you have fewer than 5 portions or servings of food left after an event, we strongly discourage you from sending a text notification. This avoids disappointing students who show up within the 30-minute window and find out that there's no more food left for them to take. For food safety purposes, food should be properly discarded once the 30-minute window has passed. Only catered food is eligible for Zot Bites. Please do not send a Zot Bites text for potlucks and/or home-cooked meals. Please click Next on the Google form to take the Food Partner Assessment to complete your training.